What's up, guys? I'm making a vita carnis video. Yippee! So basically, like, I'm gonna be me and my friend Apollo. We're gonna be giving our opinions about episodes. About all the episodes actually. Of vita carnis. He won't do dire measures in a necrotic wound because he hasn't seen those, but I have. So the crawl, episode one, the crawl. Um, I think it's pretty good actually. I'd say like an 8 out of 10.
Crawl is a good introduction. The intro and the crawl is basically a good introduction to this entire world and whatever, whatnot. It's all of these all of these stuff, all of this stuff is a good explanation of what it does. Even though it's kind of a lackluster episode in terms of like jump scares and whatnot, but there's a lot of good info that can be used later on, and that's basically what I mostly like about analog horror. I'm not really there for the jump scares. I'm really there to just find out what the fuck is going on. And yeah, that's a good introduction. Although it's not the one of the best episodes I've ever seen, it's good enough. I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Thank you, Apollo. Also, people, I just want you to know, but the only reason I even watch vita carnis is because of this guy, Apollo. So yeah, thanks, Apollo. Honestly, I don't really know what I could say about this. Like, I like it, but like, I just don't like it as much as the crawl. I'm not gonna lie with you. So like, 5.9. Actually, no. 6.2.
All right, so the I mean, just like it's Living Meat Research documentary 2 is basically just like the first one in terms of my ratings. It's a good explanation video and whatnot, and it has some cool ass artwork by Darren Quilloy himself of the trimmings, and that's very cool. But in all honesty, it isn't the greatest at all. It's very lackluster in terms of like jump scares and whatnot, but it's a good explanation episode, and it's one of the episodes that I decently enjoy as an information source. So I'm also gonna give it a 6 out of 10, just like with Living Meat Research Documentary 1.
I like it, I guess. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. But these are actually the first guys that we found back in like World War II or something. I forgot. Yeah, World War II. Um, I like this decently enough, I guess. So like, 6.5 out of 10.
It's like the last two. It's a good explanation video. It's lackluster in terms of jump scares. It doesn't have any actually. It's just mostly kind of like glitches out sometimes. But this is one of my more favorite explanation videos because it's more detailed than the last two. I also like the meat snakes in general, so that genuinely boosts up the rating of this video. But the artwork of the meat snakes are even better than the ones of the trimmings, which is a huge plus in my book. Although, of course, it's not one of the best episodes, it is a good episode, and I'm gonna give it a fair 7.5 out of 10. And yeah,
I
that's
give it
it.
a 6.5. A lot of sixes.
Why do you give the first one an 8?
I have no idea. Mix. Documentary for the mix. I really like this one. Mostly because the mimic, but but like I liked it. It actually has the first jump scare, like first actual jump scare we've seen in a Vita Carnis so far. And there's the actual dangerous version of the Vita Carnis species. So yeah, and also it's subspecies, but who cares? 7.9 out of 10. Actually, no. 8.2.
Living Me Research Documentary 4. This is where the quality and everything ramps up high. This is where the good is. This is about the mimics, if you guys didn't know already, which is I don't get why you wouldn't know that, but all right. But this is one of the better episodes. It's because it actually showcases the actual entity in action. The mimic hunting down someone in their own house. And yeah, I'll give this is one of the like the meat snake video. It's one of the more high quality explanation videos. And the elder mimic concept is also a banger, so I'll give this one a decent 8 out of 10.
Harvesters. Now, I what do I think about the harvesters? I like them. Not my favorite. Not even close, actually. It's an. I like it. It's a good video. First for explanation, but like, it's not as much detail as like the meat snakes or the mimics or whatever. Blah blah blah. So like, use my words here. 7.2.50.
About the harvesters, if you guys didn't know already.
Wow, I didn't
But
know.
it is a good episode. It's on level with the meat snakes because there's no like actual showcases for now of how the entity works
No, there is.
in full time, even though there is this guide video which perfectly describes it.
There is.
But it's a very cool concept, even though it looks very disturbing and also goofy because of the bulbous mass. But yeah, I would not want to see my child stuck in this. This is a reference to a later episode, but
Wait, why do you
yeah,
say that?
I give this one a. What did I give the meat snakes one?
You gave it like a. I don't even remember. Like
A
a 7.5.
7. Yeah, I gave it a 7. So I'll give this one a 7 out of 10 as well because it's on par with the meat snakes in my opinion.
Next up, we got the host of influence. I like this. I mean, I mean, I've said that. I said I liked it for every other. So you know, I really like this. I like the concept. Very disturbing guy. Well, not that disturbing, but you know. I don't really have much to say about these episodes. I'm not gonna lie with you. Um, seven. Just seven.
Basically the same level as the meat snakes and the harvesters. That's a good showcase of what they can do, even though it doesn't really show them in action in like real life.
Well, I mean, it
Let's
does in
say
tire
there
adventures.
it does, but I haven't watched that. You're giving your review on it later.
Yeah, way later.
But basically, I'll give this one a 7 out of 10 because I like the episode. It's a good explanation video. It pales in comparison to the Mimic video, which is a current 8 out of 10.
As if you couldn't see it. Um, I don't really know how to feel about them. They don't really do that much. I mean, they did like attack or whatever, and they did do something in necrotic wound, but like, you know, I like the. I guess this episode was fine. I guess I don't really know. 6.25 for the monolith.
Oh, Living Meat Research Documentary 7
Are you always gonna
Monoliths.
say that?
Yes,
Okay.
I mean it's the last one, dude. I mean, I guess it's literally just the same premise as the meat snakes, the harvesters, and the host of influence. It doesn't have like those any of those IRL shit. Even though it does have it in necrotic wound, although I haven't watched that, I just suggested from the thumbnail. But in all honesty, this is also a good 7 out of 10. It's a good explanation video, but it pales in comparison to the mimic video, which is
Everything pales.
the highest for now with an 8 out of 10 rating.
forgot this episode existed. Basically, it's just this is like the first genuine IRL video that we've gotten in the series as of right now, except for the mimic, where he gets pursued by the mimic and whatever. But like, I actually kind of like this. Not that I remember much, but I like it. I like it enough, I'd say. 6.8. 6.8. Actually, no, 7. Just fucking 7.
A stupid ass marketing tactic to get people
I don't
killed.
even.
What am I supposed to say about this? 4 out of 10 because it's a stupid episode. I know it's like an ad or something. It's kind of like an extra episode. What am I supposed to say about?
Owning a pet trimming. Alright. Guide to owning a pet trimming is a video where you get a guide to owning a pet trimming. I don't know what the fuck to tell you, bro. Basically, I like this decently enough, I guess. I don't know, bro. It's a trimming. Also, it shows how ugly they look. Jesus Christ. But yeah. I can't really say that much. I'm not gonna lie with you. 7, I guess. Owning a pet trimming.
Oh yeah, this video I don't really remember what it's basically about, but it's about like those how to own a pet trimming. Even though it was advised to not keep trimmings as pets because they're very loud. They're very loud and they're not very that good as a pet anyway. They look creepy as shit too.
They look pretty
So,
creepy.
but this video is a good guide for anyone that is insane enough to own these things, so I'll give it a decent 6.5 out of 10.
I gave it a 7. What do I say about this one? It's basically just footage of like the largest ever fucking meat snake. It's like what, 40 meters? It was found somewhere until I don't know where, somewhere in World War II, I believe. I don't know, bro. 6.6, whatever you say.
So I mean, it's a good archive footage video. It's about the World War II meat snake who ate so many dead bodies that it absolutely
I thought it was like 40 meters or something.
got stuck in the tunnel. Yeah, yeah. But basically, I mean, it's a good video. It reminds me of like that, like a creator, like an SCP creator, but SCP orientation, right? But apart from that, it's a pretty good analysis video about what the fuck that meat snake is. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10 because it's not. I didn't really enjoy this because it was kind of slow paced, but it's a good video nonetheless. So I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Mimic defense instructional tape. I mean, it's a good tape to like learn how to just defend yourself against a mimic. Who could have fucking guessed? But like, I think the issue about this one is that it just bored me to death. Like, it's just a bunch of guys rambling. Like, I don't know if you like that type of thing, but like, my god, dude, that bored the shit out of me. So just because of that reason, 6.1. Actually, no, 5.9, I'd say. Actually, no. I can't decide! 6.4, final answer.
I don't know. Even though it's the
It's
second
very.
time we see the
It's.
mimic in action, it's
It's just the costume.
mediocre. I think we only saw it once.
Barely.
I think we only saw it once in the tape.
Yeah, just give us a rating,
But
dude. I
in
wanna
all
move on.
honesty, it's like I'll give it a 5 out of 10 just because I'm generous. But it's not, in my opinion, it's not that good of an episode, honestly.
Frustrating. So basically, it tells the story of this child, I guess, like, who wandered just a little bit too close to a harvester and then got absolutely fucking murked. And I mean murked. And I'm guessing my family members as well. I don't know. Very, very loud. Very, very loud episode. But I think it's fine because it's the first I've actually seen blood. Well, I don't think that's true, but 6.4. Fuck off. Species anomaly report.
Oh yeah, about species and normal report. That thing, I don't. It's not that I hate it. It's a good episode, but it's just a fact because I don't like hearing that loud screaming. I don't. I mostly watch analog horror for the lore. I mostly watch it because I'm interested in what's it about, but I don't. I just don't enjoy jump scares. They're not. They're also very creepy as shit. It's
I
very
think that's
sinister.
honestly the point of it.
But yeah, but I'm not gonna let that. I'm not gonna let that make its score lower or whatever. I'm gonna.
Get your tongue back to the
So I'm
episode.
gonna give it a honest 7 out of 10 because it was a good episode, even though I didn't really enjoy it.
I don't think I need to say anything. 1 out of 2 out. No. 1.1. It's a flavor and answer commercial. You fucking know already. It's a 1 out of 10, right?
Yeah, I gave it a 1 out of 10
I gave it a
earlier. I don't
1.1
like it.
just to be different.
Just to spite them.
Different company. I don't think we've ever heard of Carcass before this, so yeah, that introduces something, and they're pretty big, and they're like everything that happens after this episode. So, you know, I think this episode was fine. Could have been better, but it was fine. 5.6 final answer. Alright, so what I said about the uncovered documents video is actually applies here. I got it mixed up. I'm sorry. And so because of that, let's go 6.5.
I mean, what do I say about this? I mean, it's a cool, sinister video about it, about a message, I guess. I'll give it an honest rating of 6 out of 10 because I'm not too sure what to think about it. This is kind of season one was kind of like the lackluster part of Vita Carnis, and now that we're gonna move into after Facility Zero, we're gonna move into absolute peak territory, and you're most likely gonna see my best ratings yet.
Probably same for me. Facility Zero. The ending of season one, and I kind of forgot everything. Like, everything that wasn't the main seven and before season two, I kind of just forgot about. I'm not gonna lie with you. So like, using the very small amount of memory I have from this episode, like seven, something like that. Just
I mean, it's a cool tape. I'll say this a lot, but it's a cool tape. It's a cool tape, and I mean, I enjoyed it. It was a kind of refreshing experience to actual video footage, except for instead of like PSAs and whatnot. You understand me, right? So I'll
yeah.
give it an honest 7.5 out of 10 because the Mimic video is better than it. Let's be honest.
New beginnings. Oh boy. All right. Season two, New Beginnings, is probably actually is a really good episode in my eyes. I mean, really, really good. This shit is actually so good for me. I don't know why. Maybe something with the singularities. I don't know, man. That really would appear in a different episode, but whatever. Basically, like, I think this episode was really good, from what I remember at least. So, 8 out of 10. New beginnings.
New beginnings. Now this is where it starts to get very, very good. This is a very good episode. I very much enjoyed it because it showed us what the singularities look like directly and what they do and what they're made out of, and basically that entire documentation process while also being introduced to new characters along the way. Although I don't remember who the fuck is talking in New Beginnings, but you know.
Also,
But yeah,
also
basically,
Magister
I'll
Jean
give it a
Baptiste.
nice 8.5 out of 10 because it's a great refresher and a great beginning to start off season 2 in my opinion.
Random side note, but the guy's Wonder series appears on this episode, which is always nice. But this is where like we really get into the mimic, kind of, not really. Basically, I really like this video actually. I think it's pretty good, from what I remember, of course. Most of these are gonna be like high sevens or eights. So I think this is gonna be an easy 8.3. I don't know why. I just feel like it should be an 8.3 from what I remember. So
Enjoyable video. I like it, although New Beginnings is a bit better because it's a very refreshing episode. But Reveal Progress actually uses cool meat snake design, which is awesome, and mimic design for the juvenile. But yeah, and also there's that one singularity incident, which I didn't really like watching, but it was all of it was enjoyable, and I like the episode. Although I do like New Beginnings a little bit more, so I'm gonna give it an honest 8 out of 10.
come on, this is like showing that the singularities can actually talk. So I'm sure that will go bad in the future episodes. Basically, I like this episode a lot. Actually, this might be one of my favorites. Solid 8.6. 8.6.
Alright, so First Contact. It's mostly about singularities, like in New Beginnings. This one is actually entirely about singularities. So, I mean, it's a good episode, but I wish it had some more elements to it, like another entity along with it. But I'll be honest, this was a great episode about communication with the singularity in general. So I'll give it an honest 9 out of 10, even though I said a lot of negative points, which should give other episodes a lower rating than it is.
Freaking hell, dude. Alright, Terminal Rally. Easily my favorite episode in the whole series. Season 1 and 2. The reason why is because this is like the first time we genuinely see a fucking elder mimic. And also, it's just really scary. Like, really scary, I guess. Well, that's what they say. So, because of all of these points, 10. 10. Perfect episode, dude.
Oh, Terminal Rally! Terminal Rally! What bad things can I say about it? This is where Vita Carnis officially becomes a part of the big leagues of analog horror. It was before, but this is where it solidifies its spot. This is where everything becomes awesome. So, the entire episode is chaotic as shit. It's a very enjoyable episode. The body of the man was absolutely well done. The mimic design was well done. And it was funny to me, he was looking for normal mimics, but he found an elder mimic instead and then started panicking for 28 days before it got to him. But basically, this is a perfect episode for me. It's mostly just video, which is a good refresher for mostly just PSA styled and that type of analog horror. So Terminal Rally from me deserves a 10 out of 10.
Great minds think alike!
Bravo! Bravo!
Sorry. Basically, this episode is all about the spores when you look at the host influence. This is tested a total of 3 times on a guy, and he had the option to go out every single time, but he just kept going. What a loyal man that is. Eventually, it spiraled towards some kind of like cult, like I'm gonna serve the god or whatever. I forgot. But I like this. I like this. I like this a lot. 9 out of 10. Like, boy, how do I say this one? The Chronic Moon gives me end of the world vibes. The monolith's finally moving. Singularity is rambling about something, I don't know what, but they're talking about something. Completely new creature that doesn't even seem like it's tied to the vita carnis species as a whole. Ugh, it's a fucking ride, dude. All this because somebody burned. All this because somebody burned the fucking files. I'm not kidding. I like this episode, but it's not as good as the other two. So. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, it is. What am I saying? 9 out of 10. Yeah, so that was my tier. That was how I thought about Vita Chorus. Okay, bye, bye.